I never expected a harmless chain letter to turn our lives into a nightmare, but I suppose that's how horror stories begin. It all started innocently enough when my three friends and I received an ominous email with the subject line, "Do not break the chain or face dire consequences." Curiosity piqued. We gathered around my laptop, eager for some entertainment. The message stated that if we failed to forward the email to 5 other people within 24 hours, a series of unfortunate events would befall us, events so terrifying that they were better left unsaid. We laughed it off at first, dismissing it as a prank or mere superstition. But deep down, a seed of uncertainty had been planted in each of our minds. We couldn't help but wonder, what if? What if there was something sinister behind this seemingly innocent chain letter? We decided to brush off these unsettling thoughts and continue with our everyday lives. However, as the clock ticked away, strange occurrences began to unfold before us. One by one, my friends dropped out of contact. Phone calls went unanswered, texts unreplied. Panic set in as their social media profiles vanished without a trace. My heart pounded in my chest, fear gnawing at me like a relentless predator. There was no explanation, no rationality present, only sheer terror consumed every inch of my being. I felt trapped, cornered by an unknown force lurking within the shadows. Desperate for answers, I reached out to the few remaining friends who hadn't yet vanished. But even they exhibited signs of distress. Pale, hollow eyes stared back at me through trembling screens as they recounted their encounters with unimaginable horrors. Shadows dancing in the night, whispers echoing from unseen mouths, mysterious figures appearing and disappearing in an instant, they all spoke of their torment. One fateful night, as darkness blanketed our city, I found myself alone, cut off from the safety of companionship. Fear squeezed my heart tighter as I heard a faint tapping on my window pane. My legs shook as if they'd been reduced to jelly, but curiosity pushed me forward, inching closer to the glass. I pulled back the curtain gently, revealing the chilling sight that awaited me. A figure cloaked in black stood just beyond, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It raised a hand and pressed its finger against the glass, leaving behind frosty imprints. The message they formed struck terror into my already fragile soul, "You are next." Frantically, I barricaded myself within the confines of my room, knowing deep down that escape was impossible. Hours turned into days as I sat huddled in darkness, every creak and whisper turning into sinister threats. Sleep eluded me, exhaustion gnawed at my sanity like ravenous rats. Then, without warning, an email notification appeared on my laptop screen. Trembling fingers clicked open the message, another chain letter, outlining the same dire consequences unless forwarded immediately. But this time, it bore one crucial distinction: it wasn't addressed to me alone, it included the names of my 3 friends who had vanished. A surge of hope mixed with dread coursed through my veins. Perhaps there was still a chance if I could manage to forward it in time the curse would be broken. With trembling hands, I hastily composed 5 new emails, praying for salvation while battling the rising hysteria in my gut. As I hit send, relief washed over me, mingling with lingering unease. Would breaking the chain truly save us or serve as mere postponement of our inevitable doom? I didn't know. All I could do now was wait and hope that my actions had not come too late, that we weren't destined to become another ghost story whispered. But deep down, I knew some doors, once opened, cannot be shut again. A sinister fate loomed overhead, a reminder that sometimes curiosity leads to horror, and the darkest nightmares can slither into our reality through something as innocent as a chain letter.
I always knew my stepmother, Evelyn, despised me. From the moment she entered our lives, she made it abundantly clear that I was not welcome in her presence. It didn't matter how hard I tried to please her or win her affection, she was determined to make every minute of my existence a living nightmare. On the day of her sudden demise, I received an unexpected package addressed to me. Bewildered by the thought of receiving anything from someone who held such disdain for me, I cautiously opened it. Inside lay a beautifully wrapped box containing an intricately designed necklace adorned with dark, mysterious gemstones. A note accompanied the ominous gift, penned in Evelyn's unmistakable handwriting, "May this be your eternal companion." Feeling both uneasy and curious, I gingerly placed the necklace around my neck, unaware of the cursed nature lurking within its depths. As night fell, strange occurrences began plaguing my life. Sinister whispers echoed in the shadows, objects moved inexplicably, instilling a constant sense of dread. It soon became apparent that something wicked had attached itself to me, drawing strength from my fear and desperation. Desperate to find answers and protect myself, I confided in my fiancé, Joel. He listened intently, concern etched across his face as I revealed the horrifying events unfolding since Evelyn's passing. But even though he loved me dearly, I could see doubt clouding his eyes. How could he believe in a supernatural menace when logic dictated otherwise? As the days dragged on, the malevolent presence grew bolder, tormenting me relentlessly. Sleepless nights turned into weeks, and the line between reality and nightmare blurred beyond recognition. What terrified me the most was the knowledge that whatever haunted me wanted more than just my sanity. It sought to claim my very soul. In search of an ally, I mustered the courage to disclose my harrowing encounters to my best friend, Trina. With wide eyes and a mixture of sympathy and skepticism, she listened intently. It was painfully clear that even her faith in our unbreakable bond couldn't entirely banish the doubts clouding her thoughts. Determined to save myself from this sinister fate, I embarked on an arduous journey through ancient texts and secrets concealed within fabled realms. Each answer uncovered led me deeper into the darkness, exposing long-lost rituals tied to the cursed necklace coiling around my neck. The oppressive weight grew heavier with each passing day, threatening to crush my spirit. Joel, too, began witnessing inexplicable phenomena as he stood by my side, his love unwavering despite the mounting evidence against him. Together, we navigated treacherous paths, delving into tales of witchcraft, appeasing restless spirits, and undone curses. But time was running out. The entity haunting me hungered for release, ready to unleash its fury upon anyone who dared obstruct its ultimate goal, my demise. Would Joel find a way to break the curse before it consumed me entirely? And could anyone, even Trina, come to believe in the otherworldly horrors that plagued my every moment? As the nightmarish race against evil intensifies, the shadows inch ever closer, gnawing at my sanity. Yet, fueled by determination and unwavering love, I refuse to surrender without a fight. Haunted by ghosts and pursued relentlessly by malevolence, I tread the line between salvation and eternal torment, praying that someday, somehow, someone will help me sever the chains wrapped so tightly around my soul.
I had always been a creature of the night, fascinated by the eerie happenings that unfolded in the darkness. On this particular evening, a swirling mist blanketed the city streets as I wandered aimlessly through the empty subway station deep beneath the bustling metropolis. The distant hum of passing trains echoed off the cold concrete walls, mirroring the achingly lonely rhythm of my own heart. As I approached the platform, an unsettling chill crawled up my spine, intensifying with every step. It felt as though invisible eyes were watching me, their gaze laden with unknown intentions. Balancing on a thin line between curiosity and fear, I continued forward, my breath quickening along with each beat of my racing pulse. Suddenly, amidst the haunting silence, a soft reverberation reached my ears, a faint sound of tortured weeping. My heart sank as I traced the origin of the cries to a dimly lit corner near the ticket booth. There she was, shrouded in a veil of shadows, an ethereal figure, lost in her perpetual misery. Her sobs pierced the air, carrying a disturbing melody that touched even the darkest crevices of my soul. A black dress clung tightly to her slender frame, accentuating the frailty of her form. Strands of midnight hair cascaded down her face like tendrils of despair, concealing her features from view. Her sorrow tugged at something primal within me, urging me to extend a helping hand. Was it compassion or foolishness that propelled me toward her? I could not be certain, but one thing was undeniable: the enigmatic lady possessed a terrible secret that threatened to consume her very existence. Cautiously approaching, I mustered all the courage I could summon and softly uttered, "Are you all right?" The forlorn beauty turned her tear-stained eyes towards me, casting a source-rouse spell upon my trembling spirit. In that moment, her face appeared distorted, fleeting glimpses of something far more sinister than mere human sorrow. Her voice, a melodic lilt intertwined with pain, echoed through the desolate station. "Please," she whispered in desperation, "you must listen to me. I am trapped between worlds, longing for salvation that will never come." My heart wavered, caught between empathy and self-preservation. Was this cry for help genuine, or was it merely a ruse, an invitation into a trap woven by a predator of the night? Doubt clouded my mind, but before I could retreat, the woman's delicate hand reached out to mine. Fingers entwined, an electric surge coursed through my veins, the kind that forewarns of dire consequences. Within seconds, the tranquil underground world transformed into an infernal abyss, engulfing us in its suffocating grip. The flickering lights above sputtered and died, plunging us both into total darkness. Panic seized me as I tried to pull away, desperately attempting to free myself from whatever malevolence had ensnared us. But her grip only tightened, causing sharp nails to pierce my skin, drawing crimson lines across my palm. Blood mingled with tears as I finally comprehended the wickedness hidden within her lamentation. The weeping woman, the phantom who preyed on unsuspecting souls lost in the depths of despair, had claimed her latest victim. Her cries were not born of torment, but rather the dissonant song that heralded death's arrival. She fed off the fear and anguish of those entrapped by her allure and reveled in their demise. As my consciousness faded, swallowed by the cold embrace of the abyss, I realized too late the price paid for stepping into her twisted realm. My fate became forever sealed, a mere shadow, another helpless soul doomed to wander these haunted subway tunnels for eternity, forever fueling the cries of the weeping woman.